Reagan, or should I say, ciao, guys. It's Reagan. Today I am filming a video I always really enjoy filming every season, and that is the top 5 books I want to read this spring. I really like making these videos because it allows me to kind of reflect on my bookshelves to figure out kind of some short-term reading goals I have and what I want to read and accomplish reading in the next few months. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right in. So the first book that's on my list is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. This is a children's classic that I've never read, but I feel like is so well loved by so many people. This is the first book of actually a series following Anne throughout her life as she grows up. I hear she's spunky. I hear this is really fun. I don't know, I feel like reading something that's kind of like heartwarming, family-centered, and also has a nice kind of outdoorsy, natural setting, and I feel like I'm gonna get that with this. Plus I love reading mischievous young children books. I just like seeing all the antics they get up to. And again, this is a series that I've been meaning to kind of read for a long time. It's a classic that really I just feel like I should have already read, so this is on my list. Next up is Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. This is a famous book that also has a very famous movie, and I have not read or seen either of the two in, like, you know, adaptations of this novel. This is a magical realism love story about, oh my god, chainsaw. They're using a chainsaw. Why? This is a magical realism love story following a trio of friends who were very close when they all went to an exclusive boarding school. However, time passes, they kind of separate. However, later in life, they kind of meet up, and then from there the story kind of unfolds. Apparently this is beautiful and amazing, and they started chainsawing again. Holy crap. The next novel I really want to get to this spring is Wind Witch by Susan Dennard. I have been planning on reading this for the past few weeks, and in fact a few times I actually picked this novel up, but I realized that I honestly could not remember very much of anything that happened in the first novel, Truth Witch. So right now I'm trying to decide if I should reread Truth Witch before I jump into this, or if any of you guys know of any great summary sites. That would be really helpful because I'm in a predicament. I'm in a little bit of a pickle. But this is a YA fantasy story following strong female leads. It has a magic system where you are a witch, and there's different types of witches. Two of our main characters, one is a truth witch, which is very rare, and she can tell when people are lying, and the other can see threads and how different people are connected through time, in history, and in life. It has badass female friendships, smoldering romance, and that is really the most of what I can remember, and there's just some big plot points that are just missing from my head. So I definitely need to fill those in before I get into this, but I want to read it so bad. It's like, what do I do? The next book I really want to read is a third and concluding novel to a series I started last year, and I really, really loved it, and that is The Battle for Wanda. This is the third and final book to the Wanda story by Toni DeSolorizzi. This is an amazing middle grade story full of amazing illustrations. Each book has a different tone of colors used, and they're just full page, beautifully drawn. Honestly, just makes the story absolutely incredible, and I'm so excited to read this. I've been putting it off just because I love this story so much. In fact, I see myself rereading this book quite a bit. This is a story that the first book follows our main character Wanda, and for her whole life she's kind of lived in this pod raised by this robot. And then one day this pod is attacked, and due to this circumstances of this, she kind of escapes to the world above, and she realizes that she's been surrounded by all of these creatures that she's never encountered before, and it's just kind of an adventure story. It's so good. I absolutely love Wanda. I love the storytelling in this, and again, I would say the strongest element is by far the illustrations, because they're just beautiful. They're like absolutely stunning, full color, full page illustrations. Highly recommend. And the last book I really want to get to is The Blood Mirror by Brent Weeks. This is the fourth book to the Lightbringer series by Brent Weeks, one of my favorite fantasy stories. This came out in October and I haven't picked it up yet, which kind of angers me. I don't want to fall behind in this series because there is so many complex like character arcs and developments and so many characters. I want everything to be top of mind and fresh. Therefore, I really don't want to put this off any longer. I have been putting it off because I don't want to be caught up. It's way more fun to be like, oh, but I have the next book on my shelf ready to go whenever. But this again is a fantasy story that I love. It is following a multitude of characters who have multiple perspectives. The magic system in this is what I find to be the most interesting. It is a magic system centered around the spectrum of light. The more colors of light you can control, the more powerful you are. However, the more magic you use, the quicker you are to die. Magic has a inverse or a negative impact on the wielder, which I just think is so cool. This book has so much politicking and fighting It's so good. I absolutely love it, and I just need to read it, so hence why, you know. Alrighty guys, those are the top 5 books I really want to get to this spring. Let me know down below some books you really want to get to in the next upcoming months, as I would love to know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon with another one soon. Goodbye!